All right, Long Boys here. Well, it's a beautiful day on land, just out, and we're gonna actually head out to Chuck E. Cheese because we haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a while. I mean, it's just been so busy. But we're gonna go, and the children, we're all gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese and have fun. But continuing on with the series, what kind of land do you want to purchase? And it's very important because it's going to have an effect on your land development, your ability to build on the land, the ability to source water on the land, and that is tillable land. That's the only kind of land that you want to purchase. Tillable, unrestricted land. And the reason why you want tillable land is because if you're going to be growing food, you need to be able to put a tiller in the ground, a tractor, a tiller, whatever it may be, till that land and plant in that soil. Now you can do raised beds, you can do all of that stuff, and as a matter of fact, I do raised beds, and the reason why I like raised beds in particular is because I ain't got to bend over, and the wife doesn't have to bend over, the children don't have to bend over. We could just go ahead and access the whatever it is that we are growing right at you know at chest height, so we don't have to bend over. However, there are things that you're gonna probably want to grow directly in the ground, and a perfect example of that is corn. So you want tillable land, not only for that reason, because if you have tillable land, you can also put livestock on that land. And a lot of people, they're purchasing land that is in rocky soil, sandy, rocky soil. And that's not good for land development. And in addition to that, when you're talking about the land quality, how far down are you going to have to go in order to access a well? Because again, one of the most important resources, if not the most important resource on your land, is a well. And not only after you access that well, you're going to want to be able to run water lines. And again, if you are in a situation as to where you've purchased a rocky piece of land, it's going to be much more difficult to get water lines ran. So you have to think about these things. Tillable acreage, tillable land, that's what you want. You want to be able to run water lines, run electrical lines. Now, again, if you're not into that thing, I know people that, purchase land and they haven't done any kind of land development, and they're, doing the off-grid thing, and that's fine. But the idea is that a lot of people, they don't want to live like that. A lot of people, they simply, but I just didn't want to live that way. I wanted to be able to develop a homestead where I could put structures on it, where I could run water lines, where I could do all of these kind of things. And you're not going to be able to do that if you do not have tillable land. That's a perfect example right here. You see right there? That's a hydrant. Okay, and I have these hydrants. I have several hydrants across several different. You see that? That wouldn't be possible, right? That wouldn't be possible if I did not have tillable land, or it would be very difficult to get in. Sorry. Okay. It would be very difficult to go about getting and doing that if you do not have tillable acreage. Because you have to run the water lines. You have to be able to run electrical, even if it is for solar. These are things that are very critical. So make sure that when you are looking into purchasing land, make sure that it is tillable land, because that's going to affect, the various things that I just now spoke about. Okay, tillable land. That's what you want. You don't want rocky soil, because you're not going to be able to really do anything with that kind of land in terms of land development. It's going to be way more difficult to. You're going to have to get much more heavy equipment to drill through. I mean, it's just a nightmare. You don't want that kind of land. You want good quality acreage, and make sure that it is unrestricted and tillable. All right, shalom.